Welcome back. The first days of early voting in New York City's mayor's race attracted more than 160,000 voters. This is now the home stretch of campaigning for the Democratic frontrunner, Zohran Mamdani. He filled out Forest Hill Stadium in Queens, telling his supporters they are, quote, taking the city back.
Let our words ring out so loud tonight that Andrew Cuomo can hear them in his $8,000 a month apartment. Let them ring so loud so that he can hear us even if he's in Westchester this evening. New York is not for sale.
All right, CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman was at that rally and joins us now with more. Good morning, Katrina. Great to see you. What stood out to you the most being at that rally? Mamdani, of course, has been polling in the lead. Do you get the sense that he will be able to maintain his momentum?
I think what was really notable about this, Errol, is it felt more like being at a national rally. This is a city race. This is the race for mayor. But Forest Hill Stadium has 13,000 seats. They were nearly filled. People were so fired up to see Mamdani, to see Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. At one point, Mamdani asked the crowd for whoever had door knocked for him to raise their flashlight up, and it just became like this sea of lights at the stadium. But he has really just gotten so much enthusiasm from young people, especially. We talked to a number of them. Let's listen to what they have to say.
Okay.
I really believe in his policies. I think that New York is way too expensive, and he's trying to actually do something to fix that.
This is, I think, potentially the beginning of something really new in American politics.
I wouldn't want someone who's a sexual harasser as my mayor.
Zohran is bringing in like a new vision of what New York City can be.
Mamdani talked about how he would bring an agenda to the city that would be a rebuke to Donald Trump. And another thing, Errol, he talked about is just how far he's come, how just over a year ago he had a 1% approval rating. He said he was tied with, quote, someone else, but always knew that he could beat them. And he also really warned his supporters not to be complacent here. He said before the primary, Cuomo was polling high. Cuomo thought he was going to win. Yes, the polls show Mamdani in the lead, but he wants to make sure that people get out and vote, that they don't think that he necessarily has this race.
So it seems as though his message has really resonated with New Yorkers. He had the governor of the state at this rally. You mentioned AOC, Senator Sanders. What was their message to convince folks to get behind him?
I mean, for one, Bernie Sanders said that the world is watching this race. I think it's just the scale of this is hard to impress upon you, but he feels like people are watching this, that they want to see if, according to Bernie Sanders, the working class, the regular people can rise up and defeat the oligarchs. So really, he and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez frame this as Zohran Mamdani versus Donald Trump, New York City versus Donald Trump. It was also notable when Governor Kathy Hochul got up there. She just recently endorsed Mamdani, but isn't on board with all of his policies. And people almost heckled her off the stage. They were yelling, tax the rich. That's a policy that she has not gotten on board with. And in the end, Mamdani actually came out, took her hand, raised it up, and walked her off the stage. But it kind of felt like he might have come out to save her.
But how does this compare to the Sliwa campaign's events? He's the Republican candidate, and Cuomo's as well as an independent. How does it compare, I wonder?
Yeah, I mean, I think they are much smaller scale. All three of them were campaigning in Queens yesterday, actually. Cuomo was at an event with Jewish New Yorkers. Sliwa had a whole bunch of events. One of them was with Sikhs, but nothing on the scale of this rally that Zohran Mamdani had.
It's very interesting. A race to watch. Katrina, thank you so much.
Thank you.